Hello everyone, this is Mr. Alvarez here, and today we're going to have a refreshing course on how to use databases and where to find it. The first thing that I want to do is go to the library webpage. If you do not have the library page saved, shame on you. But let's pretend that that is the example today. So in the main ASFM webpage, you can go to Academics. From Academics, I go down to Middle School, High School Library. In this beautiful and amazingly comprehensive webpage, you're going to find a lot of different options to or write. Within it, we want to go to Resources and Databases right here. Now, because I have signed in recently, it didn't ask me for my password to sign in, but it will if you haven't used it in a long time. So in that case, at this point, the only thing that you need to use is your school email, and then it will prompt you to this page over here. As you can see, also, our main databases have a username and a password in case it's the first time that you try to access them and it asks you to do it. One way to making sure that you're using the ASFM database and not just the regular one is this. So once I click on it, I can see that the access is provided for the American School Foundation of Monterrey. If you don't see this on top, you're using the free version and you will need to log in and use the username and password that is here on the library webpage. So now that I'm here and I'm ready to research about COVID-19 and I don't know, like its effect, I'll be tempted to use, just like Google, this browser. But instead, I'm going to use an advanced search. Why? Because the advanced search boxes allow me to use multiple different subjects, such as and let's add a third one. Once I'm finished, I submit my search. So right now, out of the JSTOR, which is one of the strongest databases that we have, and it guarantees you that 99% of the results are already being approved by universities or are peer review, I got over 1,000 results. This is good, but I can do better. So I start playing with the options that I have here on the left. One of those options is the date. For instance, I want the last possible data. Okay, so I took just a couple of them. And I can start playing very, very well here with the different subjects that I have. Or one that I find even better is the publication types or academic content. So I have, out of these over 1,000 results, I have some research reports, I have some journals, and I have some book chapters. Let's concentrate from right now in those research reports. So I got peace, conflict, and COVID-19, documenting changes in public opinion, the aftermath, American power after COVID-19. If you remember, the search boxes that I use or my search terms, which I'm finding here highlighted, are popping up in this article. So I think that this would be a good place for me to start. I'm going to click on it. And here it is. I have my article. I have the option to download that PDF, but if I want to start my research, this is what I should be concentrating right now. Do not read the entire article, just go for the abstract and see if something that you're going to use. So if you decide that that is worse, this is a very important thing to remember. You cannot click on this link and then pretend or use it trying to think that it's going to get you back to it. You need to use this stable URL. This is the address that you will put in your notes or in your Google Documents to always make sure that you can come back to it. And of course, there's a beautiful citation option. Remember that every time we use a database, it will give us the citation and we don't need to do it by ourselves. So it's not only saving us time, it's telling us that we're using a very strong source. In the same way, let's try EBSCO, which is very similar. EBSCO is going to give you a couple of these options that you see over here. There's different databases within the database that you can use. For current events, I will probably use Points of View, but for major researches, we want to go to all databases, EBSCO host, all databases. Now let's try doing the same research. I am not going to go and spend my time here writing different search terms. Instead, I'm going to go to Advanced Search, and I'm going to do the same search terms that I use on JSTOR. All right, we got 2,000 results, double as many as when we were using JSTOR, but still maybe too many to start a research. So one thing that we want to do and always got to make sure to do while you're using EBSCO is click full text. Why full text? Because full text will guarantee that every single one of these resources that I can click on, I'm going to have the full document. The other ones, if you don't click, may be tricky. So the same way that when we use JSTOR, I can see here my dates of publication, which are very current, and then I can start deciding what type of source do I want to do. So maybe not news, maybe not magazines, maybe not academic journals. Let's check that. All right, so around the same way or similar to JSTOR, I can see here within the abstract or the subjects that my search terms are contained here. Political economy, Latin Americas. Number 2, COVID-19 and tourism risk in the Americas. This sounds like something that has to do with the 3 ones that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click on it. Similar to JSTOR is gonna offer me a full abstract, which is a great place to just start with my research and see if it's something that I want or not. And I'm gonna have my full PDF text, or if I wanna just check it out, I can just go back at it. And here I will have the full article. And my options to the right, I can email myself this article. I can save it, which you will need to be logged in. The citation, just like in JSTOR, which is gonna be very important. APA, Chicago, MLA, depends on what you're going to use. And instead of having a stable URL, EBSCO is going to offer me the option of create a permalink, or a permanent link that will be what I need to click and use every time that I want to use this source. Now, this is only the beginning and it's just a refreshment course. There's many different tricks and there's many different ways of finding the right information that we want. So when you do have those questions, please, I'll probably be around it. Let me know, or you just contact me and we will jump together deeper into your own research. Hope this helps. Have a good one, guys.